Hello guys, how are you guys?
I'm good, man. How about you guys?
Excellent. We're in London for Raindance Film Festival. Firstly, how does it feel to be here?
Unreal.
It's super exciting, like way beyond our wildest dreams.
Yeah, it's wow.
And also, when it comes to London, what is your favourite thing about London?
Oh, the architecture. Like the architecture is beautiful. Like walking around, felt like I could take a picture anywhere. It was crazy.
I'm from Montreal, and in Montreal we have Old Montreal, which is like a kind of a lame impression of London. So it's like coming home to the max coming here. It's the city itself just feels like home. It brings you into a warm hug.
Yeah.
So guys, we're at the world premiere for Lucky Weekend. How did this all come about? I know you've directed this and wrote this as well. How did this all come about?
Well, honestly, like we just all were free for once. We all work on different TV shows and we were all free. And I was like, okay, we can make a movie, but we need to do it in the next 2 months. So I wrote it in 2.5 weeks. We picked locations that we knew we could get for free or for cheap, and we wrangled. We got amazing sponsors to help us with gear and other things, and then we just 15 days went for it.
I'll admit, I was a convert. He first told me this idea that he was going to write this and we were going to shoot it within 6 weeks, and I was like, yeah, okay, Kev, all right. I was like, I'm in, sure, whatever you want. And then within like a week and a half, there's a script in my inbox, a good script in my. I'm like, what? How did this even happen? Like, so it was just like such an exciting blur, and getting to work with your friends. Like, he obviously had the voices in his head, so it just jumped right off the page, and here we are. It's amazing.
Do you have a day that really stood out to you on the set as well?
So to me, it was the day that we did improv with Jesse in the car, because like I had written just a blurb of like what it could kind of be, but I didn't really give him any direction, and he was so brilliantly funny. Jared, our DP, could not hold the camera still because he was laughing too much.
His favorite day was actually the scariest day for me because like, I know you're going to be hilarious. I'm just sitting there all day going, am I? So I still don't know if those laughs were because it was actually funny or because they're like, let's just see how long we can keep him doing this. But
it was so good.
It was super fun.
And your characters, tell us about your character, and what more about your characters.
Well, Gabe is like an 18-year-old kid just trying to like figure out his life, figure out if he's going to go to school. And he just wants to do right and not stay in the town that he's in forever, and so that puts him in a peculiar situation. And honestly, like Neil, you're kind of
it's like what's sort of interesting about our dynamics is they're very similar, but they're almost flip sides of the same coin. Whereas I think Gabe is trying to find a way out. He wants to leave town. Neil's, I think, perfectly content in the town he's in. He loves his job. He loves his friend. And and it's interesting to see that dichotomy. So they both kind of come at this situation with the same intention, but with like kind of different motivations. And I think that's what's really fun. It's like, is home where the heart is? Do you have to go somewhere else? Where do you come to at the end? And I think they're very similar in a lot of ways, but they're different too, which is really fun.
So cool.
You guys have also worked on very successful shows, but when it comes to an independent project, how elevated is it to work on an independent project compared to a very mainstream project?
This feels like all hands on deck. And I was so lucky because we did this with our friends that the difference between like working on Yellowjackets or Locke and Key for us together and this is like we had 15 people total on set. So like everyone's doing 4 jobs and everyone's so, I couldn't even imagine to tell you how many jobs even Jesse himself did. It was amazing.
It's funny. It's like there's perks to both, right? But what I kind of personally love more about the independent side of things is like you really feel part of that process, and that's also a testament to Kev as a director, is like making everyone feel like they have a seat at the table. Don't get me wrong. There's something nice about showing up on like Locke and Key, I'm sure Yellowjackets, sitting in your trailer and no pressures on you, but. There is like kind of a majesty to going to set and feeling like, oh, like I'm really part of this thing, and my say could affect the overall product in a way that some of those bigger productions, just by nature of what they are, you don't necessarily get that.
Yeah. And obviously, Raindance does showcase a lot of films, especially independent projects. For first-time actors, what advice would you give them, and the do's and don'ts on set?
I think honestly, make sure that you're putting your best foot forward in whatever capacity is, no matter how big the project is, it deserves your best work. And so not taking any project lightly, I think is the biggest advice I could give. And while you're not working, work. Keep training, keep meeting people, keep creating, because that's what we did. That's what Lucky Weekend actually is we were off and we said we want to keep creating. And so we created together. It was cool.
And be proud of the work you do, because, like, you know, making a movie, some people go out, they set out to make a movie, they don't even get to finish it because it's so hard. And it's like, you know, no matter how big, small, how big your part is, how, like, small your part is, whether you're directing, producing, acting, or just an extra, like, take it in and be proud of the work you're doing, because we don't know when we get to do this again. Like, it was such a privilege that we all got together to do this. So it's like, really milk it, take it all in.
I also got to ask for myself, Lock and Key I did absolutely love. What was it like to work on that? And I love the ideas that they wrote when it comes to certain keys. It was just great.
Gosh, the ideas were cool. Then you got Amelia, Connor, Jackson, Darby.
Amelia Jones, like
crazy.
Britain's own Amelia Jones.
Yeah.
It was the coolest thing, and you know, my favorite show the last couple years was always Stranger Things. And so I remember when I got the call for Lock and Key, it was like, am I on like a Stranger Things type show? And those sets were so cool, and the cast was so tight. It was a big show, but it felt very intimate. We also shot it during COVID. So we all kind of bubbled together as well in Toronto.
Is that why it finished early?
The second season, we were one of the first shows back from COVID. Like, I remember we were doing testing, and I would have to stay in my trailer and wait for it to come back before I could go to set.
Yeah.
It was like a really
It was
crazy,
an intense experience.
Yeah.
And we were locals on that one. We were from Toronto. But for people like, you know, Amelia or Patrice Jones, who's also from the UK, it's like, you know, they're far from home, and like, you know, so we all kind of became family. And I think that's something in the show that to me is palpable, is like how much we all loved each other.
And I've got to ask about Yellowjackets coming to an end, but how is it working on that?
I want to know too.
And what can you give away?
It's just been so emotional to kind of see these character arcs coming to a close so beautifully. And I'm nervous for everyone to see it, but I'm really excited to kind of like enjoy it. We have about a month left in shooting. We're going to enjoy this last month together. And like, I always say the first season was special because we didn't know what was coming, and this last season's been really special because everyone's really cherishing it and the experience. We've grown up together. We've become better artists together, and so it's been a really great experience with all these amazing actors and actresses.
Basically, our entire relationship is he picks up the phone. I'm like, just tell me one thing. Just tell me one thing, and he'll be like, okay, I'll tell you this. I shot yesterday. I'm like, you son of a. So yeah.
And then lastly, what else can we expect from you guys in the future?
God, we're already talking about writing another thing.
Yeah.
Me and Jesse.
Yeah.
So we're looking into. Obviously, we're going to try and find a home for this first. But the minute we find a home for this, we want to also keep pushing and keep making independent film.
Yeah. And at the same time, just treading water, auditioning. You know, I'm free. Schedule's free. So ready to do anything. You know.
We're off.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm ready to do the next Obsession. You know.
Guys, thank you so much, and enjoy it. Congratulations on tonight.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.